home red uniforms with the black and white trim, befitting a team from New Jersey. They'll skate from left to right on your screens at home. Norwich in their road white uniforms with the crimson and navy trim, skating from right to left as we are underway in this one. It's Levin from the neutral zone, sending it down deep. Behind the net, getting hauled down on the play was Hines. No call coming as the Sea Captains are able to clear. Holton got it as far as the red line before Levin's able to lift one back into the Norwich zone. Now Mazer behind the net. We have a whistle. We have offsides against the New Jersey Titans, and so the faceoff will come out of the zone. The officials for today's game, the linesmen are Dale Dorsey and Ron Fettinger. Tiago Ferreira wearing the armbands once again. He has been the referee for all 3 games now played between these two teams over the last couple weekends. Off the draw, it's Tim Hayden. Hayden did just enough to get the puck over the blue line, unbeknownst to the Titans players, so offside's called again. And we'll do it once more outside the Norwich zone, just 31 seconds into this one. Antonio Vidal, who scored in the shootout last Sunday, on the draw for New Jersey. Instead, it's controlled by the Sea Captain, sent in on goal. Vaccaro directs it into the corner. First one to the puck is Willem Peterson. Peterson in the corner, wants to work it up the same side wall. Looking to turn it back the other way is Tegan Byer. Byer able to break things up. Daryl Smith towards the front of the net. That's kicked aside. Nice job by Caleb Belland getting in the way. Sea Captains will dump it back down and go off for a change. Meanwhile, for New Jersey, it's Tommy Atanasio. Atanasio managed to find Trabb in the neutral zone. Trabb then turned it over. Belland has his stick lifted by Essing. Daryl Smith following up on the play. And now Peluso able to direct the puck into the zone. Loose puck at center ice. Everybody gives a swipe at it. Eventually, it's Peluso who comes up with it. Can't maintain possession as DeBueras gets it out towards the neutral zone. Dump in attempt goes off the legs of Connor Talikowski. Offsides against New Jersey once again. And so a minute and 27 seconds into this first period. New Jersey's been offside 3 times. Faceoff will be in the neutral zone. After this weekend's slate of games, New Jersey and Norwich will have played 6 of their 8 games against each other. When do they see each other again? Naturally, the last weekend of the regular season. Sea Captains getting all their road trips down to New Jersey out of the way early on in the year. Those last 2 games will be up in Norwich as New Jersey will finish the season on the road. Big hit thrown in the neutral zone. Quinton Olsson throwing the body. Getting the worst of it was George Hines. Puck now in the Norwich zone. Behind the net, Massengill off the sidewall. Intercepted by Hines, sent back behind the cage. Now Moran able to stop short, reversed into the far side corner. Moran had the puck roll off of his stick. New Jersey able to take possession as Phobes throws it down behind the net. Massengill looks to cut that off, instead sent in front, saved by Yoakum. Loose on the side of the cage and directed into the corner. Well, Massengill thought that the puck was going to come his way. Waiting for him was Ryan Tallarico. Nice job by Tallarico to force the turnover. Thrown up through the neutral zone. Begich went over the blue line offsides. The referee deciding not to blow the whistle. That's going to draw the ire of the New Jersey coaching staff as play continues now in the Titans' end. Coming up with the puck is Begich. Puck now caught in the Zamboni door. Begich gives back to the point. D to D they go. Here's Tim Hayden with a shot. Went wide, deflected off the stick of Trabb. Turnaround shot from the far corner, and Vaccaro gets it. Chipped off the boards once, twice. Second time by Tallarico, gets it as far as the Norwich blue line. Hayden picks up the puck at center ice, and he'll break it right back the other way, throwing it into the far side corner. Jacob Gray there to pick it up. Gray, like Sam Levin, one of those Swiss Army knife players, as Gray and Levin, both of them are forwards. However, due to injuries and suspensions, the New Jersey blue line has been somewhat decimated. New Jersey has too many men on the ice. Let's see if they get away with it. No whistle on the play. And from neutral ice, Tim Hayden will send it down deep. Well, New Jersey, again, had 6 skaters on the ice momentarily there. Nico Vaccaro was slow, or check that, that was Nicholas Trabb, who was slow to get back to the bench after Trabb got hit knee to knee. Daryl Smith, deep in his own end, has a pair of forecheckers to deal with, gets around both of them. Cam Holton tries flipping it up the wall, does not get out. Talikowski sends it towards the goal. Yoakum directs it into the corner. Now on the near sidewall, looking to move it up is Carson Dutcher. Dutcher onto the stick of Tegan Byer, and Byer breaks into the New Jersey zone. Byer, puck on his backhand, now stops in the corner. Goes back to Smith for a one-time drive. That just goes wide. Sean Loftus, Norwich's captain, sends it down low. Cam Holton battling for the puck in the corner. He'll pick up some help from Tegan Byer as well. Talikowski, however, able to can opener it behind the net. New Jersey looking to get it out of the zone. Gray can't clear here. Smith with a shot, punched aside. Another attempt. They score! Carson Dutcher from the top of the slot, past the screen Vaccaro. And with 15:37 to go in the first period, Norwich leads it 1-0. For Carson Dutcher, it's his first goal of the year, his first goal in the NA3HL. That's a puck that he'll be presented with at practice later on next week by Norwich head coach Kevin Cunningham. You never forget your first, and for Carson Dutcher, it comes here in Middletown, New Jersey. So the Sea Captains, for the third game in a row, jump out to an early 1-0 lead. George Hines, Brian Essing on the draw. Essing wins it on back, and the Sea Captains will control. Again, coming into this game, and really coming in over the course of the season, biggest problem that the New Jersey Titans have had is scoring goals. They only have 13 goals for in 9 games. 2 of them coming last weekend. So New Jersey in desperate need of some offense early on. Here's George Hines trying to send it behind the net. Mazer there to cut it off. Shane Mazer in the corner. Had the puck roll off of his stick. Peyton Phobes there to take it away. Tallarico saw his pass go behind him. Now here's Jack Kinahan hopping on his horse over neutral zone. Kinahan with speed. Hooked from behind. A shot. He scores! Jack Kinahan! A pair of goals by the Sea Captains in less than 30 seconds, and they lead it 2-0. For Kinahan, it is his team-leading 4th goal of the year. And that is going to do it for Antonio Vaccaro. Vaccaro getting the early yank, surrendering 2 goals on 3 shots. And Jake Agolio will come in and try and pick up the pieces for New Jersey. Agolio will make his 5th appearance this season. He has a 1-3 record, a goals against average of 3.43, and a save percentage of 88.0. We'll wait to see exactly how quickly those goals came together. It was a little bit more than 30 seconds, 45 seconds to be exact. Either way, giving up 2 goals that quickly gives Norwich all of the momentum. Faceoff's going to come down into the Sea Captain zone. Off the ensuing face-off. Puck pinned up against the boards. Trying to muscle that one on out for the Sea Captains was Mitchell Goodman. Instead, it's Jacob Gray taking a shot from the point. Yoakum with a poke check. Steals it away off the stick of Caleb Belland. Belland chasing past after it. But instead, and the neutral zone, it'll be Dante DeBueris. DeBueris able to get it up ahead for Belland. Belland took a shot from Hayden. Still managed to get the puck into the Norwich zone, but the Sea Captains quickly take it back the other way. Goodman gets turned around on a heavy check thrown by Gray. Jacob Gray with possession of the puck at the blue line. Goodman back on his skates, sends it back down deep. Agolio will see the send into the near side corner. Talkowski gives a long trap. Good see, or rather Nico Vaccaro. Vaccaro saw the puck go past him, and now Talkowski. Talkowski from a bad angle sends one across the goal mouth. Nobody home wearing a red jersey able to knock it on in. Begich sends over far side. First one to the puck for the Sea Captains is Sava Makarenko. Makarenko got his first goal in the NA3HL last Saturday. Turning around, taking a rising shot was Begich. That went over the top of the net. Now Smith tried sliding a puck through the slot. Makarenko unable to get a stick on it. Smith, Begich, Makarenko at the blue line, a rising shot, catches nothing but glass. Begich on the rebound, sends it wide. Donzella chasing after it. Vaccaro for New Jersey, able to find Talkowski, and Talkowski softly sends it into the Sea Captain zone as New Jersey needs a change. Long pass intended for Makarenko, poked away by Sam Levin. Levin will send this off the glass at the red line. Picking it up is Daryl Smith, and he'll send it down deep. Agolia leaves the puck behind his own net. Tommy Atanasio stripped of the puck by Donzella. Donzella's shot was stopped by Agolia. Near side wall, it's Peyton Phobes. Phobes gives back Atanasio. Atanasio's outlet pass knocked away. Begich lost the puck in his skates. Loose puck picked up by New Jersey as Peyton Phobes sends one far side. Tallarico will chase after us, has Mazur on top of him. Quick pass by Tallarico, intended for Hines, was intercepted. In the corner, it's Hines behind the net. Centering feed goes through everybody, ends up at the blue line. D-to-D, Bueris across. Shot on by Atanasio, deflected in front. Joachim able to get a pad on it as the puck is lifted out of the zone by Jacob Begich. Long shift for Begich. He'll get over to the bench now as New Jersey regroups in their own end. Up ahead, Tegan Beyer lines up Peyton Phobes. Phobes lost the puck in his skates. Now 5, make it 6 players battling for the puck. Eventually it pops on out for Mazur, who sends it down deep. Holton on the forechecks. Beyer, a wraparound attempt. Agolia makes the save. Mazur winds and fires. That went off of somebody before it got through to Agolia. Tony Moran in the neutral zone. He'll wire one in on goal. Agolia easily able to handle that. Leaves it along for Bueris. Bueris' pass goes off of Phobes. Puck won't have enough for icing. And so Tony Moran, with 11-12 to go in the first period, Norwich up 2-0. Looking to clear it out are the Sea Captains. New Jersey stacking everybody on that blue line. That's not enough to keep it in the zone. Reaching for it is Gray. His pass a little too far for Belland. Belland knocked down by Hayden, but still managed to get the puck into the zone. Now Antonio Vidal in the corner, goes back to the point. Gray, his shot got blocked. I believe that went off the backside of Trabb. First time that we've seen Nick Trabb on the ice since he was hit knee-to-knee earlier in this period. Working it up ahead is Chris Hamilton. Hamilton, Norwich's version of a Swiss Army knife, was dressed as a forward in Sunday's game, dressed as a defenseman today. Jack Kinahan in the corner. Behind the net, Kinahan and Essing play catch. Now Kinahan, most recent goal scorer in this game, swings it on back for Essing. Peluso looking for a return pass. Instead, Essing sends it into the corner. Peluso comes together with Gray. New Jersey will clear it all the way down. This should be icing. But no, instead it hits some of the slush along the boards. Slows on down. Peluso able to redirect it into the New Jersey end, so no icing on the play. Nico Vaccaro up the boards. Here's Gio Bianco. Bianco, in his third year in the NA3HL, sees Daryl Smith lose possession of the puck. Bianco will chase after it as Joachim leaves it aside for Hamilton. Hamilton up for Jamison Bain. Goodman could not handle. Bianco takes a hit from Bain. Those two were teammates in Danbury a couple years ago. 9:35 to go in the first period as the scrum continues just to the side of the Norwich bench. Norwich outshooting New Jersey by a 6-2 margin. Referee beckons play on as Jamison Bain eventually is able to get enough control to send it out towards center ice. Peterson sends it back on down for the Titans. Sent over far side. Tallarico absorbs a check from Mitchell Goodman, but Goodman didn't have possession of the puck. So let's see what the call is here. Heading to the box for the Sea Captains is Chris Hamilton. And it's going to be Hamilton who sits 2 minutes for roughing. Must have been behind the play. So with 9:11 to go in the first period, we get to see the special teams for both these squads. New Jersey currently down at the bottom of the rankings on the power play. 30th out of the 34-team NA3HL. They have one power play goal on 37 attempts. A 2.7% conversion rate. Meanwhile, the Norwich Sea Captains, they have killed off all but one of their 20 penalties so far. They are killing off 95% of their penalties. That's good for 5th in the league. Titans looking to get set up. Here is Sam Levin. Levin tries changing the shooting angle. Cam Holton got in the way regardless. Now Peyton Phobes gives back to the point. Here's DeBueris for Tallarico. Down low, Hines. Hines turning with it in the corner. Gives back Tallarico. Now DeBueris again. DeBueris, D to D, Levin. Levin towards the goal. Stopped by Yoakum. Loose in front. Rebound. Great save, Andrew Yoakum. Oh, he was down and out and got a blocker on the George Hines attempt. Levin, as New Jersey stays in the offensive zone, return pass goes back to the point. Here's Levin switching with DeBueris, giving along DeBueris. A rising shot goes off a teammate in front. That was Phobes who got in the way. And finally, the Sea Captains are able to clear, but Andrew Yoakum with a highlight reel save keeps this a 2-0 affair. Yoakum was recently featured on the NA3HL Top Plays of the Week. It was the number 4 play last week as he made a pair of saves in the 6-0 shootout, or rather 6-0 shutout victory. So New Jersey back to work in the offensive zone. Here's Adanasio. He'll throw one far side, eventually playing it off the wall is Trabb. Tony Moran looks to break things up south of the goal line. Moran still digging for it. Puck comes off of the boards. Moran, another attempt. This time he can't clear up the center of the ice. A shot saved by Yoakum, just getting a piece of it with his blocker on the one-time attempt by Belland. Kept alive at the blue line by Adanasio. Wanted to get back to Belland. No sale there. Flipped out of the zone by Eric Massengill. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Played off the wall. At center ice, Belland can't receive the return pass from Nick Trabb. Penalty has expired, and we are back to even strength hockey. New Jersey recording 3 shots on goal with that man advantage. Tim Hayden plays one up ahead, a little too far for Quentin Olshan. Hayden this time will glove it on down, pinned up against the wall by Belland, and New Jersey will take over control. Talkowski plays up through center ice. Nico Vaccaro had a pair of Sea Captains to deal with. Not sure if that makes it a fleet of Sea Captains. We'll have to get an official word on that. 6:38 to go in the first. New Jersey at center ice. Here's Dante DeBueris sending it back down deep. First one to the puck is Talkowski. Talkowski sends into the corner. Centering attempt by Vaccaro. Got blocked on down by Olshan, and then Quentin Olshan's able to clear the puck out of the zone himself. Olshan, however, had his stick lifted by DeBueris. Played up ahead. Nico Vaccaro. As a big hit was thrown behind the play, Jack Kinahan throwing his body around. At center ice, here's Peluso. Shoved off of the puck by DeBueris. Flipped into the zone by Hayden. DeBueris behind the net will send one all the way around the boards. Norwich in the middle of a change. And so Sean Loftus waits for the puck to actually stop on the blue line. Gives along for Peluso. Peluso drops back. Return pass for Makarenko. Goes off of his stick and out towards center ice. Loftus once again, flipping it down deep. Agolia can't control it off the boards. A loose puck in the slot. Finally trickles its way out of danger. I mean, not much going right for the New Jersey Titans in this first period. 5:33 to go in the frame. Here's Peterson, knocked down by Makarenko. Puck got out into the neutral zone. Peluso comes back in. Offsides is called. And the faceoff will come out towards center ice with 2:53 to go, or rather with 5:26 to go in the first period. It's 2:53 here on the East Coast. While we have a moment, would like to say happy opening day for fans of the NHL. Underway out in Europe, the Nashville Predators and the San Jose Sharks tied at 1 through 1 period of play. New Jersey able to clear it out towards center ice. Angelo Danzella sends over far side, picked up by Massengill. D to D for Moran, who flips it into the Norwich bench. Quickly, the puck comes back out, and the face-off will be in the Norwich zone. By the way, that Nashville-San Jose game coming to you live from the O2 Arena. I believe that's in Prague in the Czech Republic. Always nice when you get to head overseas and play a little hockey. Now an even 5 minutes to go in the first. And this one, Norwich leads it 2-0, although they have not recorded a shot on goal in some time. Jacob Begich stripped of the puck at center ice. Adanasio tried playing it up the wall. Danzella was waiting for it there. Staying with the puck, however, is Adanasio. He's able to take it right off of Begich's stick. Can't find an outlet pass, and so Sava Makarenko at center ice gives along for Begich. Begich His pass for Dunzella intercepted by Atanasio. Levin up ahead. That goes through everybody. Will this be icing? Yes, as Tony Moran is there to touch up. So 4:29 to go in the first period. Faceoff will come back down into the New Jersey zone. To the right of goaltender Jake Agolia, who has come on in relief of Antonio Vaccaro. Agolia has stopped both shots that he has seen. Tegan Beyer on the draw for the Sea Captain, sent into the corner, shoveling around far side. Atanasio, his pass too far for Tallarico. Now icing on the play as Mazur got a stick on it. Now Hayden can't control, turned over, but unable to take possession was George Hines. Out towards center ice. Here's Hines, watched closely by Hayden. Hines trying to dip a shoulder and driving towards the front of the net, but Hines giving up a couple inches and more than a few pounds to Hayden. Puck ends up in the corner along with those two players. Now a wrestling match down low, as getting spun around was Carson Dutcher. Dutcher has one of the goals for the Sea Captains in this game. Cam Holton will send it down deep. Holton has an option in Beyer in the corner and gives to him. Now Beyer gives back Holton. Instead, it's Mazur with a shot, getting a piece of it. Agolia, he deflects it out of play. Face-off will remain in the New Jersey zone with 3:39 to go in the first period. Cast of characters will remain the same for the Titans. Stepping in for the draw is Antonio Vidal. He'll go up against Jamison Bain. On a 50-50 draw, New Jersey's able to get possession, flip it out towards center ice. Loftus misfired on his pass for Daryl Smith. No harm as Smith is able to recover. Getting tripped up on the play was Mitchell Goodman. He seems none worse to wear. And we remain 5-on-5. Now here's Caleb Belland. Belland taken down to the ice by Loftus. Given back to the point. Gray had it poked away. And now a 3-on-1 developing for the Sea Captains. Gray, however, solid back check. Able to pester Jamison Bain from behind. Goodman's down in the New Jersey zone, so Daryl Smith just can flip it down deep. Sea Captains touch up, and they get to work on the forecheck. Meanwhile, the Titans looking to clear. Here's Trabb getting it as far as the red line. Sent back out towards the New Jersey zone. Gray will send one off the glass. No icing on the play, so Yoakum will venture out of the blue paint. But leave it aside for Tony Moran. 2:40 to go in the period. Here's Moran. Streaking through the neutral zone, he'll flip one down deep. Into an empty corner, Nick Peluso on the forecheck. Can't come up with possession. Massengill holds the puck alive at the blue line and sends it back down deep. Now Levin behind the cage. Gives along for Peterson. Peterson unable to get it over the blue line. Let's try the near side wall. Trying to get it out is Vaccaro. Nico Vaccaro turned around at the blue line. Levin will send over far side, and Peterson's able to direct one off the wall for Gio Bianco, who then gets hit up high by Massengill. That results in a turnover. Here's Essing on in. Brian Essing forced off of the puck. Nick Peluso down at his knees, can't do anything with it, and Bianco will simply dummy it out towards center ice. Kinahan gives along for Hayden, who sends it softly back in. Levin will throw it right back out, gloved by Hayden. Hayden now from the neutral zone will throw it on goal. And Agolia, well, stop the puck. There were no Sea Captains in the area, and yet the official blew the whistle regardless. Let's see where the faceoff comes. It was a whistle in error, but I believe the faceoff's going to stay in the New Jersey zone. A bad break for the Titans. But there's a reason why I'm not wearing the referee's uniform. Faceoff will be out in the neutral zone. 1:46 to go in the first period. Norwich leads 2-0. False start on the draw. Referee will come on over and have a couple words for the wingers on the far side. That's Ryan Tallarico and Sava Makarenko. And then from the neutral zone once again, on goal, on Agolia. This time the faceoff will indeed be in the Titans zone. 1:41 to go. Jacob Begich on the draw against George Hines. Begich won the faceoff quickly, however, stolen away by Tommy Atanasio. He sends far side Talarico. Talarico trying to work his way around Hamilton. Got it out of the zone. Makarenko, however, there to take it back for the Sea Captains. Poked off of his stick by Hines. And now Talarico from center ice will send it on goal. Yoakum thought about playing it. Didn't like seeing the red jerseys coming down his way. He'll hold on for a faceoff to his right with $1:22 to go in the first period. Well, we said it earlier that after the New Jersey power play, it had been a little while since the Sea Captains had recorded a shot on goal. Since that time, however, New Jersey has been shut out with a shot on goal, and the Sea Captains have recorded recorded 3 more. Agolia has stopped all 3. Back underway as Caleb Belland tries to shrug off Cam Holton. Belland this time has it knocked away by Loftus through center ice, trying to work his way through a forest of sticks. For the Sea Captains was Essing. Tegan Byer in there as well. As the puck on the blue line. Finally, Carson Dutcher had it for a moment. Knocked off of his stick. Loose puck picked up by D. Bueris. He throws ahead for a trap, but that's knocked away by Daryl Smith. 45 seconds to go in the period. Daryl Smith, the defenseman from Wichita, finds Cam Holton up ahead. Holton works it over the line. Dutcher settles that out of midair, touches along Byer. Byer winds and fires, but it's blocked before it got through. Now Cam Holton looking for a shooting lane. Doesn't have one in front of him, so he'll work back up towards the blue line. Thrown in front, and Dutcher sends it wide. Now Daryl Smith, his pass behind Byer. This goes all the way back out as far as the Norwich blue line. 15 seconds to go. Holton chips it up ahead. Daryl Smith couldn't control. Sam Levin unable to clear. Dutcher gloves that out of midair. Carson Dutcher knocked away by Levin. 5 seconds to go in the period. Daryl Smith along the goal line. Sent in front. Byer taken down from behind. No whistle on the play. And the horn will blow. As left on your screens at home in the second period, Norwich in their whites going from left to right as we are underway for period number 2 with the Norwich Sea Captains winning the first faceoff and Tim Hayden sending the puck down deep. Titans looking to quickly clear out. They direct the puck, a rolling puck into the Norwich zone, slapped back the other way by Dutcher. Referee got in the way, and so that's a break for New Jersey as the puck remains in New Jersey's, or rather in Norwich zone. Worked back to the blue line. Sam Levin, his shot deflects wide of the cage. Cam Holton there to pick it on up. Had to deal with the puck going through a puddle on the ice. Turned over. Here's Talarico back the other way. Talarico to the outside, a shot. Knocked down. Centering feed. Hines' shot was blocked. Tim Hayden will break things out the other way. Tim Hayden, in his 3rd season in the NA3HL, started off in Danbury, played last year with the Sea Captains, got a call up to the New Jersey Titans NAHL camp over the summer, as I'm sure head coach Craig Doremus of the New Jersey Titans will keep a close eye on not only Tim Hayden, but Tony Moran as well, who was drafted by the Titans in the NAHL over the summer. Out at center ice, everybody trying to come up with possession. Eventually, it's Kinahan who will settle it down. Kinahan gives back Loftus at the point. Loftus, a shot, bounces in on goal, saved by Agolia. Essing, a shot off the side of the cage. Kinahan picks up the loose puck, gives back Essing. Brian Essing sends the stick towards the net, not the puck, as his twig failed him. Back the other way, here's Caleb Belland, a backhander. Steered into the corner by Loftus. Centering feed goes through everybody. Back up at the point, here's Peterson. His shot blocked by Kinahan. Daryl Smith tries to poke it behind the net for Loftus. Belland there for New Jersey, trying to turn it back in the Red Buckets' favor. Jamison Bain trying to dig the puck out of that scrum behind the net. Bain ends up on the ice. Eventually, it's Daryl Smith who comes up with it for Norwich. He sends one off the glass out of the zone. If this crosses the goal line, it will be icing, and there's the whistle, as back to touch up is Tommy Atanasio. So, 2 minutes, 7 seconds gone by in the second period. Shots on goal in the first period were 9-5 in favor of the Sea Captains. Both teams have recorded 2 shots on goal here in the second. Connor Talkowski, Jamison Bain on the draw. Bain with a face-off win into the corner. Tried sending one off the wall. Eventually that connects with Kinahan, who blindly sends it out towards center ice. Sam Levin tried lifting it back deep. Loftus knocked down for his troubles by Bianco. Good to see Gio Bianco back on the ice. He took a heavy hit in the first period. Here's Kinahan. Turned around by Talkowski. Bianco works back to Levin at the point. Levin far side, but unable to control the pass was Jacob Gray. We mentioned in our pregame how New Jersey head coach Andrei Kapranoff has to try and piece together a lineup, missing most of his defense. 4 of the 7 players on the roster unavailable for today's game. Couple injuries, couple suspensions. Lucas Carney will return to the New Jersey lineup tomorrow. Because of that, Sam Levin, Jacob Gray, 2 guys who you would expect in the tops as a top 6 forward, both manning the blue line. Here's Ryan Tallarico up ahead. Tallarico to the outside. Tallarico, a shot off the butt end of the stick of Andrew Yoakum and out of play. Faceoff will remain in the Norwich zone, but Tallarico nearly able to find the back of the net. Ryan Tallarico with 3 goals and 2 assists. His 5 points lead the New Jersey Titans. Jack Kinahan, 5 points in 5 games coming into today. He has already scored today. And with 6:49 to go in the second period, Norwich head coach Kevin Cunningham has called timeout as he is not happy with his team's play in the first 3 minutes and 11 seconds of this period. We've seen Cunningham do this before. Last year, if his team came out of the locker room and they were flat, he had no problem calling a timeout. I remember one game last year, Cunningham called timeout 3 minutes into the game, as the Norwich Sea Captains simply did not have any jump in their step. And Kevin Cunningham seeing that once again today. So he'll huddle the boys up and try and get their heads screwed on straight. Meanwhile, for New Jersey, they're playing all right here in the second. They've had a couple offensive opportunities, already 3 shots on goal, and they are early to break to the face-off, coming up to Andrew Yoakum's right. It'll be the top line of Tallarico, Hines, and Fogues with this offensive zone faceoff. Tallarico, a left-handed shot, will line up for the draw. He's got Dante DeBueris in the shooter's position behind him. Sam Levin, the other defenseman. Off the draw, Tallarico tried going forward with it. Tegan Beyer had other ideas as he wins the faceoff for Moran, who directs it out of the zone. Back to retrieve is Dante DeBueris. DeBueris' pass intended for Hines, knocked away by a Norwich stick. In the corner, here's Kinahan. Trying to work it up forward, turned around, and now here's Tallarico back the other way. Tallarico trying to get around Massengill, centering feed, defensed away by Massengill. Solid defensive communication between Eric Massengill and Tony Moran. After Massengill got beat, Moran slid on over to cover Tallarico, and Massengill got in the passing lane. Takes away an offensive opportunity for the Titans. 4 minutes gone by in the second. Titans now deep in their own zone. Turnover forced by Dutcher. His centering feed to nobody in particular, intercepted by Belland. Belland's able to get it on out. Massengill, however, swings it back on in. So now Sam Levin in some trouble along the half wall. Picks up some help from Belland. Belland, however, turns it over. Begich, a shot off the post and out of play. Boy, Jacob Begich showing the snap that his shot can have. But he rings the iron, and the faceoff will remain in the New Jersey zone. Jacob Begich, a native of Soldotna, Alaska, played with the Kenai Central Cardinals in the Alaskan High School League. Put up a decent amount of points last year, did Begich for Kenai. Still looking for his first goal in the NA3HL, however, as this shot from the point goes off the skate of Jacob Gray. That stings a bit, as behind the net it's Begich. Back up Mazur. Mazur, a one-time shot, kicking that aside was Antonio Vidal. Puck sent all the way around near side corner, just out of the reach of Begich. Makarenko is there, however, it's stolen away from him. Outlet pass Gets turned back towards goal by Hayden. Loose puck side of the cage. Trabb tries going off the wall. Waiting for that was Begich. Centering feed kicked away by the defense. Tripped up on the play is Vidal. And the New Jersey Titans are going to go back onto the power play as heading to the penalty box is Jacob Begich. So with 14:57 to go in the second period, we get to see New Jersey on the power play for the second time today. They are 0 for 1 so far with a man advantage. They did record 3 shots on goal on their first power play. So Ryan Tallarico on the draw. New Jersey sends Tallarico, Hines, and Phobes up front. DeBueris and Levin on the blue line. Norwich counters with Holton and Byer up front. Loftus and Smith, the defenseman. This is Sean Loftus trying to come up with possession of the puck. Knocked away by a falling Peyton Phobes. D to D they go. Here's Levin. Draws in Holton, sends down deep. Phobes knocked off of his stick. Puck ends up coming back into his skates. He directs it on up for DeBueris. DeBueris thought about going D to D. Instead gives back for Phobes. Stolen away by Loftus and off the glove of DeBueris back out towards center ice. Sam Levin. Puck swept away by Holton. Levin and Holton come together in the corner. Played off the wall. Tallarico picks it up for New Jersey and gives along for George Hines. Hines across the blue line. Poked away by Massengill. Hines, however, the first one to it. Sends it into the near side corner. Levin pinching in from the point will take possession and shovel it back behind. Hines, Phobes, Levin across DeBueris. Tallarico, a one-time shot, partially deflected by Massengill, goes behind the net. Now Levin again. Top of the umbrella, swings back for Phobes. Phobes, his shot gets blocked by Loftus, and Loftus is able to clear it out to center ice. 38 seconds to go on New Jersey's power play. Reversing behind the cage is Levin. Sam Levin, normally a forward, playing on the blue line for the past few games, drives down low. Takes a shot from Loftus, maintains possession of the puck, goes back up to the point. Here's Atanasio with a shot. That's blocked. Sean Loftus looking for the clearance. He finds it, and he sends it all the way down before going off for a change. Jake Golia will leave it aside for Tommy Atanasio. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Atanasio turns it over. Loose puck in front. Backhand shot. Kick save. Jake Golia. And the Titans are able to clear. Penalty has expired. We're back to even strength hockey. Moran whiffs on a hip check. Vidal sent it towards goal. Yoakum down in the butterfly saw it all the way. Dutcher, or check that, that's Begich fresh out of the box. Given on up for Vidal, but Vidal was offsides. So the faceoff will come out into the neutral zone. 12:42 to go in the second period, and the Sea Captains still holding on to a 2-0 lead. So faceoff outside the Norwich zone. Connor Talkowski, the Sayville, New York native, will step in for a draw against Brian Essing. Faceoff won back by Essing. Hamilton nearly fumbled the puck. Loose puck center ice, sent down deep by Willem Peterson. Thrown around near side Hamilton. Directed back Bianco. DeBueris sends it back down deep. Now Nico Vaccaro. Knocked off of his stick. Peterson at the blue line able to keep it alive. Moran will direct ahead for Kinahan. Kinahan fans on the first attempt on that pass. Tried giving along for Essing geometrically off the boards. No sale there. But Essing able to retake possession away from New Jersey. Gives along for Hamilton. Now near far side is Peluso. His shot gets blocked on down. Vaccaro plays one off the glass. Out of the zone. Giving a swipe at it was Bianco. Kinahan sees this get knocked aside as Bianco a little shaken up on the play. Big hit was thrown by Brian Essing, and Bianco will go straight to the bench. Meanwhile, down in the New Jersey zone, it's Tim Hayden behind the net. Mazer at the blue line. Fanned on the shot. Titans looking to clear. Mazer keeps it alive. Thrown towards goal. Hayden unable to come up with it. Peluso knocks that out of midair, so no icing on what would have been a surefire whistle. Thrown up through center ice. Here's Brian Essing. He'll chip it back down deep. First one to the puck is Dante DeBueris. DeBueris Gives it along Vidal. Antonio Vidal through center ice. Pestered the entire way by Begich. Vidal and Begich come together. Begich comes up with possession. Bowled over from behind by Bellin. Shot in on goal. Yoakum sends it into the corner. Now Peluso. Up the same side wall. Begich chasing after it. He's collided into by Vidal. Antonio Vidal. Nice job using his body to shield the puck away from Begich. Got it out of the zone. But Hayden will flip it back on in. Thrown around to the near side wall. Mazur keeps it alive. His shot deflects off the shin pad of Caleb Belland. Belland again, unable to get it around Mazur. Down low, Dunzella. Dunzella chips along Begich. Jacob Begich sidesteps Trav. Begich a shot stopped by a goalie. A rebound loose to the side. Wraparound attempt, and on the far post, Dante DeBueris. A solid defensive job making sure that puck never got onto the right side of the cage for the Sea Captains. Begich through center ice. Jacob Begich, his shot stopped by a goalie. Begich gets his own rebound in the corner. Gives down low for Sava Makarenko. Makarenko stolen away by Hines. George Hines suddenly has Makarenko right behind him. And so the Titans will have to try to break out once again. Meanwhile, Norwich in the middle of a change. So are the Titans for that matter, as this puck remains in the New Jersey zone. Turning with it is Tommy Atanasio. Up the wall, Daryl Smith unable to hold the blue line. Out towards center ice. Smith will try and flip it back into the New Jersey zone. Instead, it's a turnover. Here's Tallarico in. Tallarico a shot stopped by Yoakum. Rebound comes on out, controlled by the Titans as Phobes sends it down deep. Now Tallarico has Hines in front. Great save, Andrew Yoakum. And he holds on as sneaking in from the point was Jacob Gray. A bang-bang play. And Andrew Yoakum stays perfect. He has stopped 11 of 11 shots on goal with 9:23 to go in the second period. Oh, that was a close one for the New Jersey Titans. They still struggle to find their first goal in this game. Tallarico with a face-off win back. Here's Jacob Gray, a shot. Standing in the way of that was Holton. Gray at the red line. Tallarico wants to send it down deep. Instead, Tegan Byer will take it back the other way. Byer at the New Jersey blue line. Gets shoved aside by Gray. Still managed to get the puck into the zone. Far side corner. A pair of 23s come together in Peyton Phobes and Mitchell Goodman. Scrum continues in front of the Urban Coal House advertisement on the wall over there. Eventually the puck comes out into the New Jersey zone. Tallarico takes it away. Here's Ryan Tallarico. He scores! Ryan Tallarico! And it's 2-1. You got the sense that Tallarico might be able to make something happen. New Jersey's leading scorer, now with 4 goals on the year, had a motor that would not quit. Forces a turnover, the puck away from Tony Moran. Dekes his way around Jamison Bain in front of the net and beats Andrew Yoakum to the blocker side to finally get New Jersey on the board. 8:42 to go in the second period, and we've got ourselves a 1-goal game. As mentioned, for Tallarico, it's his team-leading 4th goal of the season. Wait to see if there were any assists on that. I'm not sure if there will be. Meanwhile, play back underway as Mitchell Goodman behind the net. Finds Quinton Olshan. Gives back to the point. Here's Hayden for Olshan. Behind the net. Nobody there except Willem Peterson. Peterson plays one off the wall, and the Titans are able to clear. Trav, his pass near side behind Belland. Loose puck picked up by Vidal. Vidal plays up ahead, and he'll dump it down deep. 8 minutes to go in the second period. New Jersey's found the back of the net. Big hit thrown as Caleb Belland sends a Sea Captain down to the ice. That's Shane Mazur. Mazur able to hop back up to his skates and get the puck out of the zone. Now Hayden. Over the Titans logo at center ice, he'll send it down deep. Agolia unable to get a stick on it as it wraps around to Nico Vaccaro. Now Nico Vaccaro again. Big hit thrown once again. Tallarico. Again, Mazur on the receiving end of things. Boy, Shane Mazur has had himself a rather physical shift and not in a fun way. Loftus reverses back for Kinahan. Right now, Kinahan's goal stands as the game winner. Kinahan can't get around the defense of Connor Talkowski. Talkowski able to work it up ahead. Too far for Tallarico, who will go off for a change. Sean Loftus, the captain of the Sea Captains, leads the rush over the red line, wants to flip it down deep. Fanned on that attempt. Vaccaro waiting for him at the blue line, and Vaccaro sends it into Loftus's skates. Loftus this time sends it on goal. Atanasio goes back behind the cage. DeBueris. Dante DeBueris can't get it around Nick Peluso. Out at center ice, Loftus will send one off the wall in front of the Norwich bench. Turned over, Peluso, a drive, gloved by Agolia, and he'll hold on. A difficult shot to take for Nicholas Peluso as that puck rolled up on its side. And Peluso basically got underneath it, didn't get much on the shot, and Jake Agolia able to make the save. So 6:26 to go in the second period. Norwich has a heavy advantage in shots. It's 18-12 in favor of the Sea Captains. But the score is only 2-1. Jamison Bain on the draw for Norwich. Wins it on back, Makarenko. Makarenko, a shot just went wide. Not sure if Agolia saw it. Shot from the point. Agolia sees that and steers it behind the cage. Sea Captains still threatening. They score! Angelo Donzella on the one-timer. And the Sea Captains restore the 2-goal lead. It's 3-1. For Angelo Donzella, it is his second goal of the season. And the Sea Captains are able to answer right back. Less than 5 minutes after the Tallarico goal to restore the 2-goal lead. So 6:15 to go in the second period as Ryan Tallarico, fresh off the bench, will chip it down deep. Tony Moran, the first one there. Moran able to skate around the forecheck of New Jersey, giving along for Makarenko, who will flip one in on goal. Agolia sends it into the corner. Makarenko just out of his reach. Massengill trying to keep it in the zone. Begich there as well. Jacob Begich keeps it in the zone, but only for a moment before Levin's able to pick it up and steer one ahead for George Hines. Hines gets hit. Play continues. Levin gives across Tallarico. Tallarico a shot saved by Yoakum, and the rebound cleared out of the zone. Andrew Yoakum will leave it behind the cage. Eric Massengill up for Makarenko. Sava Makarenko plays one that gets touched off of the stick of Carson Dutcher. It rolls in on goal. Agolia will hold on, and the faceoff will come up to Jake Agolia's left. 5:23 to go in the second period. We mentioned how Norwich was out shooting New Jersey. Seems to be almost at a 2-to-1 ratio. Shots now 22-14. Shot by Mazur off the point, gets blocked by Bianco. Gio Bianco trying to dig the puck out of a scrum. Instead, it ends up behind the cage. Pass goes through the blue paint. Nobody home for the Sea Captains. Shot from the point off the stick of Hayden. Goes off the glove of Agolia into the corner. Once again, it's all Sea Captains as Holton's shot goes wide. Hayden plays down low. Byer. Tegan Byer goes back to Hayden at the point. Hayden, a one-time shot, gets blocked. Nice job getting in the way of that by DeBueris. Now Holton. Stolen away by Bianco. A shot by Mazur, scooped up off the ice by Agolia. That'll give New Jersey an opportunity to change some tired legs on the ice. 4:37 to go in the second period. And it's been all Sea Captains since the Tallarico goal that at the time made it a 1-goal game. Antonio Vidal, Nick Trabb, Caleb Belland. Forward line for New Jersey. Jamison Bain on the draw for the Sea Captains. Clean face-off win by Vidal. Let's see what New Jersey can do with it. Vidal turning away from a pair of forecheckers. Nice job staying strong on his stick. Loftus unable to keep the puck in the zone, but he's able to separate Caleb Belland from the puck. Now Loftus with it once again. Loftus, Goodman stolen away. Played off the wall. Trying to direct one towards the center of the ice was Bellin, but he couldn't connect with Hines. Now a shot on by Goodman. Golia with the easy save. Sent down the ice. This should be icing. And there's the whistle as Daryl Smith is back to touch up. So 3:59 to go in the second period. 3-1 your score. These teams will be in action again tomorrow. A 1:45 face-off on your Saturday afternoon at home. Certainly hope that you can join us right here on Hockey TV. Brian Essing and Vidal on the draw. Antonio Vidal manages to soccer it up ahead. Played off the wall. This is going to be another icing call against New Jersey. As long as it has the legs, no, it doesn't. So Tony Moran has to play, and that gives New Jersey an opportunity to change. Moran leaves it for Kinahan. Jack Kinahan plays one off the wall, cut aside by Tallarico, but Kinahan following up on the play, gets it into the New Jersey end. Jack Kinahan alone. Kinahan a shot. It goes wide. That might have gone off the lip of the boards. Let's see where the face-off goes. It should stay in the New Jersey end, even though nobody wearing a red bucket managed to touch the puck, and indeed it will be to the right of Agolia. So 3:31 to go now. Fresh legs on the ice for both these teams. New Jersey will send out the top line of Tallarico, Hines, and Phobes. Begich on the draw for the Sea Captains, and he wins it forward into the corner. Begich draws a pair of Jersey defensemen. Lost possession of the puck, chipped off the glass, out of the zone. Mazur back to retrieve. Mazur quickly swings it up ahead for Makarenko, knocked off of his stick by DeBueris. Hayden back the other way, picks up Begich. Begich into the zone. Jacob Begich a shot off the chest of Agolia. Rebound comes all the way out into the slot. Donzella a shot stopped by Agolia, and he'll hold on. As Jacob Begich's first shot was a bit high. But Agolia could not hold on to the rebound. That gave Angelo Donzella an opportunity to give it a go for his second of the game. But Agolia made the save. Angelo Donzella, an Italian forward. Last year played in the Canadian Sports School Hockey League as a member of the CIHA Voyagers, the U18 team. Donzella, 15 points in 24 games for the Voyagers. Played his youth hockey with Caltern Caldero, the U16 program out in Italy. Had 2 goals in 11 games back in the 2016-17 season. He's played his hockey in Canada ever since. Puck out of play, 2:45 to go in the second. New Jersey will get 5 fresh sets of legs out on the ice for this defensive zone face-off to the left of Jake Agolia. On the draw, Byer managed to win it forward for the Sea Captains. Turned around by DeBueris. Puck at the point. Loftus will send one into the far corner. Sam Levin wanted to go behind the net. Intercepted. Agolia makes the save. Well, Levin wanted to go behind the net. Tegan Byer was able to cut it off, but Jake Agolia on top of things goes paddle down, and Byer can do nothing but slam it against the goaltender's stick. 2:29 to go in the second. Norwich now doubling up in the shots on goal department, 28-14. Vidal with a clean face-off win. Levin will send around to the near side wall. Caleb Bellin looking to clear, cannot. Now Levin will send one off the wall out of the zone. Moran will throw it right back in. Tommy Atanasio gives along Belland. Belland has that go off of his stick out into center ice, now into the Norwich zone as Tony Moran is there to pick it up. Moran reverses for Massengill, who gives along further Goodman. Goodman for Bain. Poked off of his stick by Atanasio. Goodman following up on the play. Atanasio another solid poke check. At center ice, pair of players for both teams battling for it. .05 to go, or rather 105 seconds to go in the period as this centering feed gets easily intercepted by Tommy Atanasio. Atanasio wanted to find Belland at the blue line, knocked away by Goodman. Levin in the corner. Absorbs a check from Moran, but still managed to get the puck along. And then Moran gets run into by Peyton Phobes, all because Phobes was hit by Bain. Pass to nobody in particular through the neutral zone, intercepted by Moran. Circling back is Phobes. He gives along for Atanasio. 70 seconds to go in the period. Here's Brian Essing, realizing that his teammate Jack Kinahan was offside, so he flips it down deep. Wrapped around the boards, Atanasio. Out towards center ice, trying to come up with it is Hines. That's knocked away by Essing. And now back into the New Jersey zone. Puck rolls in on goal. Jake Agolia makes the save. And the face-off will be to Agolia's right with 52.4 to go in the second. George Hines on the draw for New Jersey. He goes up against Brian Essing. Essing a clean win back for Hayden. Tim Hayden, his shot deflected in front by Kinahan. Agolia, big in the butterfly, makes the save. Face-off once again will be to his right with 46.8 to go. So face-off to the right of Agolia. This time a face-off win by George Hines. Hines manages to outrace Mazur to the puck. Now a 3-on-1 developing for the Titans. It's Tallarico with the puck, giving along Phobes, who lost possession. Phobes throws it towards the front of the net. Saved by Yoakum. Backhand shot by Tallarico gets blocked. Picked up by Peluso. 30 seconds to go in the period as things settle down once again. Boy, New Jersey, a 3-on-1 opportunity. They have not gotten many chances like that in this game. They need to take advantage of it when they can. Phobes sends one off the boards. 13 seconds to go in the period. Shane Mazur back to retrieve. Mazur gives along for Kinahan. 5 seconds to go. Kinahan over the Titans logo at center ice. Gives along for Essing. Essing has a second to shoot. He sends it wide. And that'll do it for the second period of play. At 8:30, Minnesota at Milwaukee. El Paso at the Texas Brahmas. The Sheridan Hawks will pay a visit to the Badlands Sabres. Gillette's at Yellowstone, Buttes at Great Falls, and at 9:30 Eastern Time, Helena will face off against Bozeman. Right here, New Jersey's in the red uniforms, once again going from left to right as the top line of Tallarico, Hines, and Phobes tries to get something going here in the third. A shot bounces in on goal. Andrew Yoakum able to scoop that up. Face-off will be to his left, just 24 seconds into the third period. As mentioned, these two teams will be in action again tomorrow, a 1:45 start here at the Middletown Ice Complex. And that'll be the last time that these two teams see each other until the final weekend of the regular season. Chipped down into the Norwich zone. Tallarico chasing after it. Loftus got there first. Played off the wall by Carson Dutcher. One-handed ahead by Phobes. Phobes all by himself as the rest of his line is changing. Phobes shouldered the puck by Smith. Daryl Smith gives along for Holton. Somebody's lost a stick on the play. Looks like that's Phobes who's minus his weapon. Now Holton plays along the wall. Levin at the blue line, unable to keep the puck in the zone. He'll throw it on back for his defensive partner, Dante DeBueris. DeBueris directs up ahead Belland. Now Vidal sends it down deep. Yoakum helps it along, but first one to the puck is Belland. Caleb Belland unable to maintain possession as Brian Essing takes it away. Nick Trabb will give it a go. Spinning with it is Kinahan back up at the point. A shot goes wide off the stick of Atanasio. Peterson, his shot goes wide as well. Atanasio comes together with Kinahan. And now Norwich is able to break it out of the zone. Here's Daryl Smith from the red line. He'll launch one wide of the cage. Atanasio the first one there. Turned over on the breakout attempt. Peluso had it for a moment. Now Tałkowski through center ice. Gets boarded into by Moran. Lost possession of the puck. Daryl Smith back the other way. Smith into the zone. His shot deflects off of a defenseman in front. Goes wide. Daryl Smith, another opportunity. Sends it behind the cage. Eventually it rolls over to Kinahan on the far side. Jack Kinahan swooping behind the cage. Centering feed intercepted by Bianco. Taken up ahead Tałkowski. And now Nico Vaccaro gets around the check of Moran. Vaccaro a shot saved by Yoakum. The rebound. Massengill able to knock it away. Bianco plays one along the boards. Goes back to Gray, who can't hold the blue line, so Jacob Gray will have to go back into his own end to pick it up. Zamboni was a little late getting off of the ice, so some wet spots out on the ice. Players will need to be aware of that with 7:15 to go in the third. Eric Massengill, the defenseman, gives along for Olshan. Olshan's pass knocked down by Bain. Now Levin across for Gray. Gray's outlet pass intended for Tallarico, knocked away by Hayden. And then Levin blew a tire in his own zone. Quick turnaround shot by Baines, fought off by Agolia. Thrown up ahead by Hines. Hines finds Tallarico, who gets crunched by Hayden. That being said, Tallarico is still able to get the puck up ahead. Not for long, however, as the Sea Captains quickly clear. Here comes Goodman into the zone. Goodman, his shot blocked. Hayden on the follow-up sends it wide. Jameson Bain thought about a shot. Instead sends it on down Mitchell Goodman. Out towards center ice. Shane Mazer. Goodman behind the net. Loose puck, shoveled along Atanasio. Hines, and now up ahead Antonio Vidal. Vidal to the outside, trying to get around Hayden. Vidal, centering feed intended for Belland, was well covered. Norwich able to take possession. They send it back out towards center ice and now into the New Jersey zone. Tommy Atanasio there to pick it up. Long pass goes off the stick of Trabb. Trabb unable to maintain possession. Smith chips one off the glass, not out of the zone. Follow-up on the play by Donzella gets it out. D to D, now DeBueris. Sends it in on goal. Gloved aside by Yoakum. Played up ahead Donzella. He has a goal in this game. Given along far side Makarenko. Sava Makarenko. 3-on-3 come the Sea Captains into the zone. Makarenko gives down low Donzella. Now behind the net, unable to handle it cleanly was Begich. Makarenko again. Daryl Smith. Thrown across Loftus. Sean Loftus sends it down into the corner. Intercepted by Levin. And Levin is able to bang that off the boards. Bang it off of one of the I-beams holding up the ceiling here. That draws the whistle. Face-off will come back into the New Jersey zone. Referee will, or rather referees will huddle on up. Thought there might have been a penalty called on that, but we will stay 5 aside with 15-13 to go in the third period. Hasn't been much in the way of penalties, just 2 so far in this game, both of them against the Norwich Sea Captains. Chris Hamilton in the first, Caleb Belland in the second. New Jersey 0 for 2 with the man advantage. They have 4 shots on goal. Cam Holton looking to kick the puck up to his stick. Instead stolen away by Tallarico, who gets it as far as the Norwich blue line. Moran able to swing it back the other way. Here's Carson Dutcher, but offsides is called as Tegan Byer gets just a little ahead of the play. Face-off will be out in the neutral zone with 5:02 gone by in the third. Shots on goal are 2-1 in this period in favor of the Titans. As Moran flips it back down into the New Jersey zone. Byer there to pick up the loose puck. Nearly able to connect with Holton in the slot. Instead, it was taken away by George Hines. Thrown back into the New Jersey zone. Behind the net, Peterson trying to come up with possession of the puck. That draws a crowd. Puck eventually squirts on out. Tallarico knocked away by Massengill. Good pinch from the blue line. Chipped along the near side wall. Here's Hines. Played out towards center ice. Tim Hayden quickly back the other way, but nobody home wearing a white jersey. So we have a whistle, and we have icing called against the Sea Captains. 14:22 to go in the third period. And some tired Sea Captains' legs will have to deal with a defensive zone face-off. Remember that the Sea Captains used their timeout early in the second period. So off the draw. Face-off won by Byer. Hayden in the far corner, or rather in the near side corner, wanted to flip it up the wall. Scrum continues in that corner as a pair of players from both teams trying to dig it out. Eventually it goes behind the net where Eric Massengill will take over. His pass can't connect with Holton, and then Jacob Gray will chip that into the Norwich bench. Second time the Norwich bench has had to go diving for cover. Face-off will be out in the neutral zone. And Norwich with a full contingent of 19 skaters. Not much room on the bench for backup goaltender today, Brendan Pellerito. Pellerito still waiting to get his first game action of the season. Would not be surprised if Pellerito started tomorrow's game for Norwich. Yoakum and Pellerito basically split duties last year for the Sea Captains. Meanwhile, racing up ahead, here's Caleb Bellin. Bellin tries one-handing one towards the front of the cage. Saved by Yoakum. It's loose on the edge of the crease before it's cleared out of danger by Jack Kinahan. Kinahan gets it up towards the red line. Kinahan tripped up on the play. Play continues. Hayden. Essing. Can't get it into the New Jersey zone. Flipped on back by DeBueris. Now Shane Mazer. Off the skate of Kinahan. Out towards center ice. Essing able to help it on down into the New Jersey zone. Interesting hop off the kick plate. Results in a New Jersey bounce. Nick Trabb trying to work it along further. Instead, it'll be Hayden playing one off the boards for Peluso, who gets one down deep. Peluso. We'll see his teammate Brian Essing chase after this. Essing centering feed could not find Mitchell Goodman. Goodman was going behind the net to be a passing option. 7 minutes gone by in the third. Norwich only still has one shot on goal. Tallarico couldn't get the puck deep. Sam Levin will chase after this. Also there's Atanasio. Tommy Atanasio is the one who ends up picking it up. He'll shove it along far side for Peyton Phobes. That goes through everybody. This should be icing as the puck rolls over the goal line, but no, waved off. Not sure why it was waved off, but play continues as this centering feed goes off the blocker of Yoakum. Tallarico goes back up to the point. Atanasio, a shot, catches nothing but glass. Loftus in the corner has a pair of forecheckers from New Jersey to deal with. Loose puck, side of the cage, behind the net now. Jamison Bain sees some open ice through the center of the ice, and he'll take it all himself. Bain now to the near side. Bain drops back. One-time drive by Smith goes wide. Tallarico clears it out towards center ice. Tony Moran there to collect. From the red line, he'll throw it in on goal. Agolia sends it into the corner. That's only Norwich's second shot on goal in this period. Sam Levin back the other way. Levin a drive, stopped down by Yoakum. Massengill plays off the wall. Taukowski can't keep it in the zone. Bit of fire wagon hockey as the puck keeps going back and forth. Taukowski sends it back towards the Norwich blue line. Moran there to collect. Tony Moran sends up ahead. Dunzella at it for a moment. Pat Peterson gives along for Bellin. Bellin, a diving play by Massengill, takes it off a Bellin stick. Most importantly, he doesn't trip up Caleb Belland either. Now Jacob Begich back the other way. He'll fan on his shot. Peterson plays up ahead. Belland can't get around the defense of Hayden, and then it's thrown out of play by Angelo Dunzella. So 11:01 to go in the third period. New Jersey getting a few shots on goal. Shots are 6-2 in this period, but New Jersey trails by 2 if they want to, at the very least, tie this. Antonio Vidal on the draw. He'll go up against Tegan Beyer. Referee Tiago Ferreira at the New Jersey bench. Not sure what they're discussing with the New Jersey coaching staff, as Andre Kapranoff has a couple questions for Ferreira. 11:01 remains in the third period. Yeah, not quite sure what this conversation is about, whether it's the face-off location or what it happens to be. Sean Loftus has come off the Norwich bench because I'm sure they're kind of curious what's going on now. Folks getting a little animated in that conversation, but looks like they're able to figure it out. Now Tiago Ferreira will explain what that was all about to Sean Loftus. And eventually we'll get back to hockey, I promise. For the New Jersey Titans fans at home, keep in mind that later on tonight in the North American Hockey League, the defending Robertson Cup champion New Jersey Titans will face off against the Maine Nordiques, a 7:30 face-off here at the Middletown Sports Arena. And it's nice when you can have both the NA and the NA3 games scheduled on the same day as this puck gets shot out of play. But it's nice because these Tier 3 players in the NA3HL, the NAHL is where they want to go next. It's the only Tier 2 sanctioned league in the United States. It's a great place to get noticed by colleges. Over 300 NAHL alumni are playing D1 or D3 hockey this year. Now, for the New Jersey Titans players, they get to practice with these guys. They see them at the rink every day. But for the Norwich Sea Captains, Norwich, the closest NAHL programs to them are the Northeast Generals and the Danbury Junior Hat-Tricks. I can tell you, speaking from experience last year at the NA3HL level, there's no love lost between any of those organizations. So, nice for the Sea Captains players to be able to watch what the next level of hockey looks like, and well, they can imagine themselves up there as well. 10:15 to go in the third as Tim Hayden keeps the puck in the zone. Byer swings one back into the near side corner where Carson Dutcher picks it up. Dutcher towards the front of the net, a shot stopped by Agolia, and he'll hold on. Nice job by Jake Agolia to hold on to that as Dutcher came in from a sharp angle. And if Agolia lets that rebound loose, Jack Kinahan is sniffing around looking for his second of the game. 10:04 to go in the third. Brian Essing, George Hines on the draw. Face-off won by Essing. Back at the point here, Smith a shot. Steered aside by Agolia. Rebound popped out towards the front of the cage. Cleared aside by Levin. Norwich, however, still battling and still pressuring us. Here's Essing. A centering feed can't connect with Peluso. Daryl Smith winds and fires. Deflected by Peluso. Stopped by Agolia. And he'll hold on for a face-off to his right. Well, Daryl Smith has certainly been letting him go in this game. Smith still looking for his first goal of the season. Last year, Daryl Smith had one goal for the Norwich Sea Captains. And that goal came back on February the 5th against the Northeast Generals. Meanwhile, here is Hines. Falling down on the play is Smith, but Smith, by falling down, actually blocks the pass. Back the other way, Peluso chasing after this. Agolia comes out to play it, and he'll hold on as Peluso and Levin got tied up. No call on the play. Face-off will be to Jake Agolia's right, but once again, a 3-on-1 opportunity for the New Jersey Titans, and once again, New Jersey unable to get a shot on goal with that man strength advantage. So 9:18 to go in the third. Jamison Bain on the draw. He'll go up against Connor Talkowski. One back by Bain. Goodman couldn't give it back further to the point, so Nika Vaccaro will send one off of the wall. Onside are the Titans as the Sea Captains brought it over their own blue line. Moran stops, looks for an option, sees one in Quentin Olshan, and Olshan simply deflects it into the New Jersey zone. First one to the puck is Dante DeBueris. DeBueris turns it over. Moran, a one-time shot, fluttered on him and punched aside by Agolia. Now Moran gives down low for Goodman. Moran from the point, in and out of the glove of Agolia, and then Bain gets chopped up high. He is in some pain. New Jersey has possession of the puck. They'll send it down deep, and the official will quickly blow the whistle as Jamison Bain is down in a heap. Trainer quickly out to attend to Bain, and we'll take a short timeout. 8:36 to go in the third period. New Jersey trailing Norwich by a 3-1 score. You're watching the New Jersey Titans. Welcome back to the Middletown Sports Complex. I'm Zach McGinnis. 8:36 to go in the third period. Jamison Bain was able to get back to the Norwich Sea Captain's bench under his own power. Looks like he's all right, but Willem Peterson finds himself in the penalty box. Still served 2 minutes for high sticking. That was not a penalty that was called during the course of play, but it was only called after the officials had huddled up after talking things over. So 8:15 to go, and for the first time today, we see the Norwich Sea Captain's power play. Norwich comes in ranked 12th overall in the NA3HL, converting on 27.3% of their power plays. New Jersey, 24th in the league on the kill. They kill off 70.4% of their penalties. Cleared all the way down. Yoakum will leave it for Tony Moran. 45 seconds already gone by on the power play. So here's Brian Essing. Following up on the play, Donzella. Angelo Donzella sends a puck down deep, and then Sava Makarenko gets turned around at the blue line. Meanwhile, for New Jersey, it's Dante DeBueris sending it all the way down the ice, and he'll go off for a change. Time is the enemy of the New Jersey Titans right now. 50 seconds to go on Norwich's power play, 7:20 to go in regulation time. New Jersey needs 2 to tie. Here's Brian Essing working down the near side wall. He finds Kinahan, whose shot gets blocked by Trapp. Nice job by Nick Trapp standing up to the heavy shot of Jack Kinahan. Hayden goes over for Massengill. Massengill on goal, gloved by Agolia. And the faceoff will be to Jake Agolia's left. 7:01 to go in the third period. 26 seconds to go on the Sea Captain's power play. Norwich now with 9 shots on goal in this third period. New Jersey with only 7 as the Titans need to get more on the cage. So 7:01 to go, face off to the right of Agolia. Kinahan encroaching on the circle. Doesn't pick up a warning for it, and then off the draw, it's Kinahan in the near side corner. Tries forcing it for Begich. Gives him back to the point, Hayden. Hayden gives back low, Begich. Begich and Hayden play catch along the boards. Hayden now cheating towards the center of the umbrella. Slides for Massengill. Massengill, a shot saved by Agolia. The rebound, they score! Nick Peluso on the rebound. And with 6:40 to go in the third period, Norwich leads it 4-1. Now, it looks as though there's going to be a penalty called after this goal. So the goal should count. But the question is, who's going to end up in the box for the Sea Captains? If I had to guess, it will probably be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And indeed, Nick Peluso is being shown the door. So Nick Peluso has been ejected from this game. Score a goal, get ejected. Usually not the way it's drawn up. Serving the penalty for the Sea Captains is Mitchell Goodman. Just guessing, but I imagine it's going to be a 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct and either a 10 or a game misconduct. Either way, with 6:40 to go, it allows Peluso to hit the showers early. The goal will count. So for Nick Peluso, it is his 3rd goal of the season. He trails only Jack Kinahan in that department for the Sea Captains. But a 4-1 score for the Norwich Sea Captains. And New Jersey on the power play now for the third time in this game. Driven out of the zone by the Sea Captains. 25 seconds already elapsed off the man advantage, and then a pass by Levin gets intercepted by Hayden. Hayden dumps it down deep. Peluso's goal apparently is unassisted. I imagine that will change afterwards. Got a 4-1 lead for the Sea Captains as Sam Levin drives up the center of the ice. Levin doing it all himself. His shot blocked by Moran. Levin picks up the loose puck in the corner, goes behind the net where he finds Vidal. Antonio Vidal gets dumped down to the ice, but Jacob Gray on the power play, able to take possession. Massengill in the middle of all that. 50 seconds to go in the New Jersey power play. New Jersey unable to really spread things out in the offensive zone on this man advantage. Behind the net, getting hit awkwardly, was Jacob Gray. Moran lost his stick on the play. I think Gray's stick might have actually gone underneath the door behind the net of Andrew Yoakum. And that's why things look so weird down there. But with 5:12 to go in the third period, 33 seconds to go on New Jersey's power play. It'll be Antonio Vidal on the draw. Vidal with the face-off win. Nobody else wearing a red bucket able to take advantage of it, however, as the puck ends up in the corner. Vidal trying to dig it on out. Loftus involved for the Sea Captains. Puck squirts out towards the front of the net. Daryl Smith there to knock it away, but not out. Second attempt opportunity goes off the high glass right in front of the Norwich bench. And now shorthanded, here comes Brian Essing in on a breakaway. Saved by Agolia, and he'll hold on as Jake Agolia kept his medal and kept his stick on the ice as Essing tried to chip it right through the 5-hole, but Jake Agolia makes an important save. Face-off coming up to Agolia's left with 4:47 to go in the third period and 8 seconds remaining on the New Jersey power play. Essing on the draw. Won by Hines. And now Jacob Gray gives up ahead for Peyton Phobes. Phobes has Tallarico in the slot. Phobes sends it in front off the pads of Yoakum, and it trickles wide. 4.5 to go as we're back to even strength hockey. A pass was behind Hines. Couldn't be controlled. Hamilton unable to clear as Levin sends it back down deep. Loftus the first one there. Reverses for Daryl Smith, who didn't realize that the penalty had already expired. Sent all the way down the ice. This should be icing. And there's the whistle as Jack Kinahan tries to sneak off the ice. Well, the officials on top of that. Face-off will remain in the Norwich zone. 4:15 to go in the third. Well, the New Jersey Titans will certainly be happy to not have to see the Sea Captains for a while after this game. Blocked by Kinahan. That's Jack Kinahan, who has a goal in this game. His team's up by 3, and he's still blocking shots with 4 minutes to go in the third. Loftus sent around behind now Hamilton. Hamilton overskated the puck. That results in a turnover. Ryan Tallarico with the puck now. Tallarico near side corner. Goes back Levin at the point. Levin, his shot blocked down in front. Trying to clear it on out is Smith. Kinahan had it for a moment. Jack Kinahan tried kicking it back up to his stick. No sale there. Essing, or yes, that is Essing, can't get the puck out of the zone. Now another 19 in Tallarico. His shot saved by Yoakum, and he'll hold on. Face-off coming up to Andrew Yoakum's right with 3:34 to go in the third period. Taking a look at the Sea Captains bench, we were looking for Jamison Bain. He's on the ice. Bain's first shift since being shaken up, taking a stick to the face earlier in this period. Sea Captains through center ice, sending it down deep is Mitchell Goodman on goal. Agolia makes a save and then gets a bit of a snow shower from Quinton Olshan. That draws the ire of a couple New Jersey defensemen, but the faceoff will remain in the Titan zone. 3:26 to go. Cast of characters will remain the same for both teams. So, Connor Talkowski and Jamison Bain on the draw. Bain with another face-off win. He has gotten very, very good in the face-off circle as Jamison Bain. Not bad for a guy who was playing on the blue line for the Danbury for the Danbury Colonials a couple years ago. Bain sends back down low. Now Peterson up the wall. Tried to connect with Tallarico. Willem Peterson staying with the puck, gets it as far as the Norwich blue line before he's cut off by Bain. Down low, here's Nico Vaccaro. Vaccaro gets double-teamed by a pair of Sea Captain's defenders. Out towards center ice, Tim Hayden at the red line. He'll send it down deep. 2:40 to go in the third period. Norwich leads by 3. Moran tried to give it on back for Makarenko. Instead intercepted by Antonio Vidal. Vidal into the zone. Dropped on back Vaccaro. Nico Vaccaro ran into a wall of 3 Sea Captains. Turned it over, and now here's Sava Makarenko back the other way. Leaves it along for Dunzella. Angelo Dunzella hits the post with the shot. Oh, Dunzella on his backhand managed to beat goaltender Jake Agolia to the glove side, but he's stymied by the iron. 2:05 to go in the third. Makarenko, far side, chips it up the wall. Soccered back from the blue line by Atanasio. Makarenko again and again. Atanasio able to keep it in the zone. Third attempt finally gets it out. Now Levin back in his own end. Atanasio and Levin again. 1:45 to go. Pass can't connect with Tallarico. Tony Moran blows a tire at the blue line. Gotta look out for that blue line monster. It results in a turnover. Here's George Hines. Hits the post once again. Oh, George Hines managed to beat Yoakum to the blocker side, and then he heard the wind chimes. 1:29 to go in the third. Face-off coming up to Yoakum's right. Tallarico, Hines, and Phobes, the offensive line for New Jersey. Tegan Byer on the defensive zone face-off. Tallarico will take the draw for the Titans, wins it over to the wall. Tallarico and Hines still battling. Eventually it'll be the Sea Captains who take over control as Cam Holton can't get around the defense of Tommy Atanasio. Circling at center ice was Tallarico, knocked off of his stick. Now Atanasio once again. He'll play one off the boards out towards center ice. Trying to come up with it is Peyton Phobes. Phobes shut down by Smith. Those two still tied up with each other. Cam Holton into the zone for the Sea Captains, given along for Dutcher. Dutcher stumbles on down to the ice after getting a shoulder to the chest from Tallarico. Chipped out into center ice. Loftus got knocked down, and then we have a whistle. I believe it's going to be a hand pass against the Sea Captain. So 48.6 to go in the third. And New Jersey with an offensive zone face-off. Oh, New Jersey Titans, 7 shots on goal in this period. Norwich with 12, make that 8 on goal for the Titans, as things starting to get a little chippy down on the playing surface. Familiarity breeds contempt, and these guys have played their last 3 games against each other for the Sea Captains. 6 of their first 7 are against New Jersey. For the Titans, 5 of their last 7 have been against the Sea Captains. These guys are sick of each other. 37 seconds to go. At center ice, Vaccaro had to go off of his stick. Through center ice, here's Gio Bianco. Bianco wants to send one across far side. He had Talkowski driving towards the net. 10 seconds to go. Puck in the corner. And that will do it. The Norwich Sea Captains once again come down to New Jersey. And once again, as part of a 2-game set, they win the first one, this time by a score of 4-1.